EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who burst onto the scene as a 7th-round rookie last year. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Once again, Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Daniels with a give to Krosky-Merritt. And only a couple there as they'll take this up to the 47. You talk about this Giant defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Daniels going to give to Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Up the middle, it's Krosky-Merritt. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Daniels.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Chigakonkwo, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Austin on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Dart.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Here's Dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Deron Payne. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away.
Here's Williams to return. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
To the air goes Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Pushing his way through.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 25 yards that time.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway. Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Bengals, Bengals, Bengals.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And his kick is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Dart. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
3rd and 13.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third down and 13. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They run with Tyrone Tracy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Dart. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. To throw now, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
To throw, Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik
Neighbors, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have cut it back within a score.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
This makes the score. Commanders 10, Giants 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll go with a 4-receiver look here. 2 on each side as they face a 2nd down and 8. This out quickly to Williams.
And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
For a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st down. Here's Krosky-Merritt.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And this is caught by Williams.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A great effort there. 32 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
To the air, Dart.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
Now it's Tracy.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart.
Touchdown! Theo Johnson from 3 yards out.
And the Giants have got it back to within a score.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
17. Giants 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Krosky Merritt.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll go again here with Krosky Merritt.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
It's caught by OBJ. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Dart.
Eluding the pressure right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing his dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Now Dart.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing his dart.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
The kicker,
Tyrone Tracy in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The
And 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Throwing, Dart.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, New York.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Joshua Josephs on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards.
Second.
Tracy going to get it on first down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Dart.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
What's not cool about the gain there on second down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Dart. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants.
Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown.
Odell Beckham. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Patrol.
Here's Daniels.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On to give, it's Tracy.
Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And it's third down.
Here's Dart.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down.
Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Giants first down.
Hey, Duke.
Here's Dart.
Touchdown, Giants!
Odell
Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Daniels looking to throw. Cockrell holds it in left side. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackled him for a loss.
Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
And this one is right through.
Good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
To throw, Dart. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. To throw is Dart. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw now, Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
That's to Lane. He's got it outright. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
This quarterback now a very strong 7 of 8 in the second half. He's got a 1st and 10.
A run out of the gun. Here's Krosky Merritt with it. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Daniels going to throw for it.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Arvell Reese.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the ground, here comes Tracy.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
In motion goes the tight end.
To the air, Dart. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
2 yards to go.
A play fake, and now it's Dart.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trey Amos.
There he goes left side.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points.
And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Oh, a jet sweep to start the drive.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here's 1st and 10. A give out of the gun to Krosky Merritt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Krosky Merritt.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
Short game, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
A big play here. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
To throw is Daniels. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his receiver, Lane.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Straight ahead, Krosky-Merritt.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one.
And the Commanders are going to win this.